Senator Luneau for the floor on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I rise in opposition to this bill. You know, you realize the importance of a debate you're having by the level of noise in this building. And as I sit there this morning, we started the debate, and one of my colleagues walked behind me. I could count every footstep. That's how quiet it was in here. And the reason for that is because this issue is that important. Now, make no mistake about it. Senator Andrews is correct. This is not about whether or not we have the death penalty in Louisiana. We have the death penalty in Louisiana. This is about the type of ways that we administer the death penalty in Louisiana. Now, we've heard lots of debate coming up to this moment. We've heard lots of political fodder coming up to this moment. And we've heard a lot of personal stories. But understand something. There's more than one side to a personal story, because we know that some people want vengeance. And I get it. I can't say here truthfully today that I wouldn't seek vengeance if it happened to someone that was that close to me. And I don't claim to be a biblical scholar, but I do know that in the Bible that I read, in those red words, it says that vengeance belongs to the Lord, not to man. Now let's talk for just a moment about these families that don't want vengeance, because there are a lot of them, and we've heard from them too. Do we ignore their wishes? Do we just say, forget about what they want? It doesn't matter if it's on their conscience that another person has lost their life because of them? Those are hard decisions. Those are decisions we have to make, but I respect both sides of that argument. I don't think the opinions of the people that have lost a loved one and don't want the death penalty carried out, I don't think those opinions should be ignored. But I can tell you this, in my estimation, there's nothing more daunting than ending a human life. And the stories are horrific. I get it. And whether that ending of the human life is with a bullet or with gas or some kind of poison that's injected into them, it all spells the same thing. It's the end of a human life. And we have to answer to that because we make those decisions. It is uncontradicted that the death penalty is not a deterrent to crime. There have been empirical studies since we've had executions on that for years and years and years. The numbers do not support that notion. So what are we doing? Well, when life's over, I believe that your suffering ends. And I think some of these people that we would put to death, their suffering's going to end. But if they're kept in jail for the rest of their life, their suffering doesn't end. For those of us who have been to death row, have been to Angol and seen people that are going to be there for the rest of their life, it's a lot of suffering. Not that it's not deserved and earned, but that's just the truth of the matter. They suffer. It's not like they get off scot-free without any punishment. But I think the one thing that I keep coming back to time and time again is, do I want on my conscience the fact that we execute one innocent person? And we've executed a lot of innocent people, and we know that now. And for that reason, I do not support this bill.
Thank you, Senator Luneau.